Chicago. We are in the Windy City. We booked a little spontaneous weekend trip last weekend, and here we are, really excited to be here to explore the city and also just experience winter activities and some Christmas markets and the lights. It's just super beautiful. We arrived last night, so I'll go ahead and insert the footage right here because we did some iconic Chicago experiences, so that was really fun. We flew into O'Hare Airport, and then once we arrived, we took the Blue Line into the city, which is a convenient option because it's actually connected to the airport, so you can just follow the signs and purchase tickets once you arrive. And it was only $5 per ticket. So it's a great way to get into the city, especially if there's a lot of traffic. And we stayed at the London House, which we highly recommend. It was a fabulous location, and I love the design of the hotel. The bathroom was super spacious and great for both of us. And the bed was also super cozy and comfortable. We slept like a rock every single night. So that was great. And they have an espresso machine, which I definitely appreciate. I loved sipping on that as I got ready every morning. And the very best part are the views of Chicago skyline and the river. It's just absolutely stunning. And they also have a rooftop that's really fun with a bar and a restaurant, and they had it all decked out for Christmas, which I'll show you later. So after we settled in and dropped off our stuff at the hotel, we walked on Michigan Ave, aka the Magnificent Mile, which is full of so many beautiful shops. They have a variety of super luxurious shops and just your typical department stores, but it was especially fun to see all the shops and window displays full of Christmas decor and just looking so festive. We went into this Ralph Lauren, which we don't really shop at Ralph Lauren, but this store is just absolutely gorgeous. It was full of these little rooms, and they were all furnished and decorated straight out of a magazine. So that was absolutely beautiful to see. And of course, we popped into Anthropologie, which is one of my favorite stores, and I picked up some mittens, which I ended up wearing the whole rest of the trip. For dinner, we went to Lou Malnati's, which is a popular deep dish destination. It's definitely touristy and a hot commodity. We actually put in our name in before we went shopping because it was over an hour wait. So it's great that you can put in your name in and then they will text you when your table's ready. And we got this yummy spinach bread, a Caesar salad, and a veggie deep dish pizza. And it was really yummy, but we definitely could have done without the spinach bread because we were so full and couldn't even finish our little deep dish. After dinner, we went to the Starbucks Roastery, which is also on Michigan, and this is such a phenomenal coffee experience. Typically, when we travel, we try to avoid chain restaurants and coffee shops just because we have Starbucks back at home, but this is definitely a unique setup. They only have Starbucks Roasteries in about 5 different cities, I believe, but it was absolutely phenomenal. The design of it all and the coffee itself was so delicious. They roast it in-house, and they have 4 different levels with a rooftop, and each level kind of specializes in different things. So on the 4th level, for instance, you have the bar, and then on the lower levels, you have different food and drink options. So this was a really great experience, and we got a double chocolate mocha, which was heavenly. And it was so nice to sip on it as we look at the views.
What a feeling, now it's time for Christmas. And Christmas is my favorite time of year. It's beginning to look like all my
And today we have a full day planned of adventure, so excited to spend time with you all and take you along for our little Chicago weekend. We kicked off our first full day in the city with breakfast at Goddess and the Baker. This is a fabulous option. It had lots of healthful options for breakfast, and it's quick and easy. So if you have a full day planned, it's a wonderful spot. So we ordered a acai bowl and some coffee and a veggie omelet, and everything was delicious and came out super quick. And then we popped over to Fire Cakes for some donuts, which these are just so delicious. Chicago is known for their donuts. They have specialty donut shops sprinkled all throughout the city, and Fire Cakes is one of our favorites. We ordered a buttermilk and a peppermint hot cocoa, and wow, both of them were absolutely scrumptious. After breakfast, we took an Uber over to the Museum of Science and Industry, which is such an incredible museum. It is the largest science center in the Western Hemisphere, and it has so many amazing exhibits. I especially loved their seasonal Christmas Around the World exhibit. It was just gorgeous. The trees, and they had specialty decorated trees that represented different countries and cities from around the world, which was just so special. And they had a little expert under each of them where you could read about how all the different places around the world celebrate the holiday season. So I absolutely adored this. We spent about 4 hours at the museum, and we definitely could have spent more time here, but I was itching to go out and explore more of the city. I also wanted to mention that the Museum of Contemporary Art is more centrally located and is a fabulous art museum. So if that's more your speed, definitely check that out. And I've never been to the Field Museum or the Shed Aquarium, but have heard fantastic things. So there's definitely no shortage of museums in Chicago. We took an Uber over to the Lincoln Park neighborhood, which is an absolutely gorgeous neighborhood. This is where my Aunt Mona lived, so I have many sweet memories visiting her and walking the streets of this neighborhood. We were hoping to go to the Lincoln Park Conservatory, but unfortunately you needed a reservation and they were already booked up for the day. So definitely a lesson to book that ahead of time. And then for a late lunch, we went into Gemini, which is a new American restaurant in the neighborhood, and it was absolutely fabulous. This was my husband's favorite meal. He just absolutely loved it, and everything was divine. You can really tell that the chef is just talented, and really you can taste the passion in the food. It was simply sublime. And then we strolled around the neighborhood, looked at the beautiful homes, and went to Collectivo Coffee for a latte. And it was extra cute because they have this Christmas tree shopping on the corner connected to the coffee shop. So we were able to sit by the fire, sip on our latte, and just smell the fresh pine and watch people stroll the streets. This was definitely one of my favorite moments of the trip. After resting at the coffee shop for a bit, we popped over to the Lincoln Park Zoo for their special event, ZooLights, which is a seasonal Christmas event, and you do need to get tickets ahead of time for this event. But in most cases, if you are going to the zoo during the day, you don't need to get tickets, and it's completely free, which is amazing. And there's so many sweet animals, and this specific event is more geared towards the light shows and just the Christmas decor, but they still have a few animals that you're able to visit. So we were able to see some gorillas sleeping and a zebra and just other little animals sprinkled throughout the zoo. As we headed back towards the hotel, we stopped by Garrett Popcorn, which is an iconic place in Chicago. Definitely recommend. We love to get the Chicago mix, which is a combination of caramel and cheddar popcorn. I love the sweet and salty juxtaposition, and it's just one of those iconic Chicago snacks. Once we had our popcorn, we just strolled around the city in Millennium Park and saw some ice skaters and beautiful Christmas trees. It's our second full day in Chicago. We are ready to go. Today is basically going to be a Christmas day. We're going to go ice skating. We're going to go to the Christmas market and just enjoy this beautiful time of year. So I'm really looking forward to it. What was your favorite part of yesterday?
Our lunch / dinner.
Oh, yeah. At Gemini?
Yeah.
In Lincoln Park?
Super good.
It was super
The
tasty.
were incredible as well.
And you loved the museum.
Yes.
Yes.
It's hard to beat food, though.
Food is always our favorite part. I would probably agree. I loved the lunch and walking around Lincoln Park. It's such a beautiful area. Looking at all the townhomes and just those, what do they call that architecture of those old townhomes? The brownstones, I think. But they're really beautiful. And it was a great day and ready for another good day. We'll take you along. We started the day by getting breakfast at Wildberry Pancakes and Cafe, which is right across from Millennium Park. So it's a great location. If you can, I recommend going earlier in the day or on a weekday. That's what we did, and we didn't have to wait in line at all. But this is definitely a hot spot of the city. But it was really tasty. I got a Belgian waffle, side of hash browns, and Brandon got some cinnamon roll pancakes and a Mexican skillet. We made it to the Bean. After breakfast, we walked around the park, took in Cloud Gate, aka the Bean, which was so fun. And a true highlight for me was ice skating at Maggie Daley Park. This was just incredible. Ice skating is such a novelty for me. I haven't been in years, so it was really special getting to do this, and it was extra special getting to experience this in December in Chicago with the absolutely beautiful views of the skyline.
Walking around, feeling free, thinking about what's happened to me from July up till now. Don't know where, don't know how. Lately I've come to realize that I can see it in your eyes, so it's true. I'm so glad you feel it too.
This is something we did book ahead of time, and you actually can reserve it for free if you have your own ice skates, which is really neat. But if you do need to rent some ice skates like we did, you will need to pay, I believe it's $16 per person, but still totally worth it. This was probably my #1 favorite thing we did. After ice skating, we walked around the park some more and then took a stroll on the lakefront trail, which is absolutely gorgeous. You have beautiful views of Lake Michigan as well as the city, and we walked all the way to the end of Navy Pier, which it was very quiet because we went on a Monday mid-morning, but at night they also have a special holiday event, and I'm sure it gets much more busy, but it was kind of nice to have that peaceful atmosphere. We've already had such a full day. It's about 2 p.m. now. We came back to the hotel room for a little outfit change. I put on my Christmas sweater, and we're about to head over to the Christkindlmarket, which I'm so excited about. This was definitely one of the main reasons I wanted to come to Chicago this time of year. It's this beautiful German market with food and artists and vendors. It's just absolutely precious. So excited to check it out and take this one for the first time. Yay! At the market, the first thing I picked up was some hot cocoa in one of the souvenir mugs. I just absolutely love these mugs. And then we just looked at all the shops, and we also purchased some potato pancakes with a side of applesauce and sour cream, which I absolutely love potato pancakes. They're one of my favorite things to eat. So I was very excited about this. And then we also got a jalapeno stuffed pretzel, which was also so delicious. This market is a German-inspired market, so there's lots of snacks that are authentic to Germany. And we just took in the market a bit more before heading back to the London House Hotel, where we watched the sunset from the rooftop, which is just so fun, and it's extra festive for Christmas. They call it Rudolph's Rooftop Bar during this time of year, and I just absolutely appreciate all of the lights, the ribbon, the fire, the little igloos. It was just oozing holiday cheer, so this was a great experience. After we took in the sunset, we just went back to the hotel for a little bit, rested, and then took an Uber over to the West Loop where we grabbed some dinner. At first, we tried out Time Out Market, which is a collection of different food vendors in this one market, which we love that concept. But as we strolled around, there wasn't anything that was really calling our name. So we found this restaurant that was only a few steps away called Abba, and it's a Mediterranean restaurant, and this was my personal favorite meal of the trip. So we had some fresh hummus and pita and a beautiful salad. I also got this gorgeous drink that was delicious, and we actually sat at the bar, so I got to see them make it, and it was just so super fresh. And they didn't have any tables available, but we had a great experience sitting at the bar. And then I got some chicken skewers, and Brandon got a steak, and we just absolutely loved this meal. We are nice and cozy back in the hotel, took a shower. I'm in the hotel robe. We are calling it a night. We had such a fabulous dinner at Abba. It was amazing. It was exactly what we wanted. The Christmas market was amazing. I love it so much, but the food that we ate there, the pretzel and the potato pancakes, as much as I love them, they just didn't cut it. We needed like a big meal that was, you know, full of nutrient dense food. So that was lovely. And it's been such a great day and such a sweet trip. What was your favorite part of the whole trip? It's like all a blur. We've been go, 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 go. I want to see how much. I feel like we walked probably 10 miles today. Yesterday we walked 7 miles, but we walked a lot today.
I don't know. The food probably.
The food.
Ice skating was really fun today as well.
I feel like ice skating was my number one. I also really liked yesterday when we were at the coffee shop at the Christmas tree.
By the fire.
Farm. I want to call it a farm, but like Christmas tree stand by the fire. That was really nice. It's just really festive here and super fun. So it's been such a sweet trip, but ice skating was really, really special and such a novelty for us. So we're going to end the vlog here, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this travel vlog. Definitely have to experience Chicago. It's such a beautiful city, but we cannot wait to see you next. Bye! Oh yeah, we have an espresso.
Cheers.
Cheers. See you soon.